What is good, y'all? Today I'm going to be doing my official 2026 QB rankings going into 2026, man. You see the categories elite, franchise guy, would move them if the right trade was presented. Last chance, you see all the tiers. I hope you can read. Because how did you click on this video if you couldn't read the title? All right, we're going with start with Aaron Rodgers. Obviously not a franchise guy. Um, he's I mean, you could put him in last chance because it's literally his last chance. It's his last year. But that's more that you'll see where who I put in those that tier. We're just gonna put Bridge because Rodgers is still good. He still has great pocket presence. He's accurate. He's just not the Rodgers he once was. He can still lead the Steelers to the playoffs. He did it last year with some luck on his side. But um, yeah, Rodgers is Rodgers. He's still good. He's going to be lower on this list than he is in the actual QB rankings because of how it's set up, but that's just the way it is. Baker Mayfield. Honestly, this is his last chance, buddy. I saw he declined a $50 million deal. 50 M's. He's not even worth 50 M's, to be honest, especially after what he did last year. But this is really, I'm not saying this is his last chance to be a starter, because he's still going to be a starter whether he leaves the Bucks or not next year. But it's his last chance in terms of being on the Bucks, unless he comes to terms with how valuable he is. Like if he has another bad year, he's like a $20 to $30 million quarterback. Bo Nix, I'm gonna put. Do we put him in franchise guy or would move them if the right trade was presented? I think Sean Payton loves him too much. Bo Nix, I should probably have a tier in between this. I'm gonna actually do that right now. All right, so I'm gonna put Bo Nix in good quarterback. I'm not sure if he's a franchise guy yet. If he was healthy, they were probably gonna make it to the Super Bowl. I could also change these rankings. I'm also gonna rank them in the tiers. So technically, this is also a 1 through 32 situation. Brock Purdy, I think he's a franchise. He has to be the franchise guy. They just paid him $50 million a year. I think he's better than Bo Nix. He's led his team to the Super Bowl. He's accurate. He doesn't have a lot of zip on his throws. So mainly when he's throwing over the middle, that's when he throws his most interceptions. He struggles with throwing deep over the middle, but he's accurate. He has good legs, good pocket presence. He's creative. He's a good playmaker. Bryce Young, I think last I don't think he's on his last chance. I think he's gonna get a second contract from the Panthers. I think unless something goes catastrophically wrong, I think he's gonna get a second contract from the Panthers. He's gonna get his 5th year option picked up, obviously. I think the Panthers would move him if the right trade was presented. I think he's going to be their guy, but he's not as good as Bo Nix, not as good as Purdy. Bryce Young is their guy, but if somebody offered them like multiple first round picks for some reason, they would have to take that. CJ Stroud, last chance. It's his last chance. He's not better than Baker Mayfield either. CJ Stroud has gotten worse every year. I know his offensive line was bad. I know Tank Dell was out. They got rid of Stephon Diggs. Nico Collins has been injured. He didn't play in the playoffs. His wide receiver one was Christian Kirk. But he threw 4 picks in one game in the playoffs, and I think 2 picks against the Steelers. So that's 6 picks, which led the playoffs, and he didn't even play the last 2 games. CJ Stroud, I don't think he's very good anymore, to be honest, but he could prove me wrong. There's obvious talent there, but with this improved O line, Tank Dell coming back, he really has to. His 5th year's option is going to get picked up, but he has to prove that he's worth a good second contract, or else he's going to be like down here in this bridge tier with Aaron Rodgers. Caleb Williams, he's the franchise guy. Very inaccurate, probably the most inaccurate quarterback in the league, not counting Max Brosmer, but he is so clutch. He is probably the clutchest quarterback in the league. He makes insane plays, probably the best improviser in the league right now. His arm talent is off the charts. I mean, next year he could be up here. It could be scary. If he gets to like 62 to 64 completion, that's all we're asking. And if he's more consistent in the first half of games, he's going to be top 5. His talent is there. Cam Ward, I don't know where to put him. There's not really a definitive tier. I don't think the Titans would ever move him. He's not a bridge. He's not on his last chance. We'll put him. We'll put him in good QB for a lack of tier that truly represents him. Cam Ward is good. He didn't have much help. He didn't have a good offensive line, no good receivers. His best player on offense was Tony Pollard. So that's what we gotta say about that. Dak Prescott's elite. I'm tired of the slander for Dak Prescott. I don't like the Cowboys myself, but Dak Prescott's an elite quarterback. Whenever he's healthy, consistently he's leading top five offenses. Um, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. I mean, he has all the weapons needed, and he's just a really good quarterback. Daniel Jones, uh, the Colts almost moved on from him, but I'm gonna say would move off of him if the trade package was right. I think Daniel Jones is more likely to get traded than Bryce Young, obviously, but I think the Colts are gonna. I think they already locked him down for 3 years, so he's gonna stay put. Drake May is the franchise guy. I'm not gonna put him in elite yet because the schedule merchant, you know all that. But I mean, he just took his team to the Super Bowl. In my opinion, they shouldn't have made the Super Bowl because Bo Nix got hurt. The Patriots were gonna win if Bo Nix never got hurt. But he just took his team to the Super Bowl. He had the best leap probably of anybody from that 2024 class, and he's not top five, but he's surely top seven. Mendoza's a rookie. Geno Smith, he's accurate, but he throws a lot of picks. Is he bridge? He is a bridge quarterback, but he's not a good one. We're just gonna throw him in ass. Jacoby Brissett, bridge quarterback. He's probably better than Aaron Rodgers at this point because Rodgers is so old, but Jacoby Brissett was lighting it up, man. He had like 23 touchdowns, 8 picks, completed 47 passes. He's a good quarterback, especially for the Cardinals, who are not supposed to be good this year. Jalen Hurts. What do we do with Jalen Hurts? Is it really his last chance? He's 1 year removed from a Super Bowl, but that's more of a team accomplishment than it was a him accomplishment. I mean, Saquon rushed for 2,000 yards. Jalen Hurts is better than Cam Ward, obviously, but is it his last chance? I don't think so. Jalen Hurts. He's been getting disrespected a lot this offseason. I've been doing some of the disrespect, but he's still good. He doesn't make mistakes. He has good legs. The tush push is obviously the main reason why the Eagles' offense was so good a couple years ago. You have the Kevin Patullo excuse. I'm going to throw him in good QB. I'm going to throw him over Bo Nix for now just because of his playoff runs. Jared Goff, franchise guy. I know he's older. I think he's as old as Dak Prescott, maybe older. But he's so good. He's accurate. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He had like 40 touchdowns, I want to say, maybe high 30s. Like 7 or 8 picks. I mean, he's a really good quarterback. He's turned his career around from when he was on the Rams, traded from Matthew Stafford and all those picks. Jackson Dart, I'm just gonna throw him in good QB. He came in as the second quarterback to Russell Wilson. Obviously, he played good, but there's an injury concern there because he plays extremely hard. Like he plays like Cam Scatterbo, but at quarterback. And him and Cam Scatterbo could be a scary duo next year. Jackson Dart has phenomenal legs, but I'm just gonna put him here for now because he's a rookie. Jaden Daniels, he's the franchise guy. I mean, I don't know why I was hesitating. I'll throw Jalen Hurts up at franchise guy too because it's crazy. It's crazy someone 1 year removed is not a franchise quarterback. I'll also throw him above Jaden Daniels because he was hurt last year. Jaden Daniels, don't get it twisted. He's still a good quarterback. Dealing with a ton of injuries last year, that's why people took him off the radar. If he stays healthy this year, he's going to be good. He's going to show people why the Commanders almost went to the Super Bowl when he was a rookie. But he does need some help. Their wide receiver 2 is Luke McCaffrey. That needs to be changed. Joe Burrow, he's still elite. We know who Joe Burrow is. Jordan Love, he's a franchise guy. I'll throw him here. It might be overrating Purdy a little bit. Jordan Love, he's inconsistent, but he's shown a lot of good, and he's brought the Packers to the playoffs the last 3 years. He can make boneheaded mistakes, and he can also just make impossible throws. Josh Allen, obviously elite. We know who he is. Justin Herbert, he's obviously the franchise guy. But let me go on a little rant about Justin Herbert. We gotta start asking questions if Justin Herbert cannot win a playoff game. If he can't get a playoff win this year, we got to start having serious conversations about Justin Herbert. If Justin Herbert can't get a playoff win with this team, he's honestly moving down here. Maybe even down here if he does it for the next 2 years, because he's so good in the regular season, but he forgets how to play football in the playoffs. Like, it's actually insane the drop off. Like, he plays like Joe Burrow in the regular season, and then in the playoffs he plays like Geno Smith. Kyler Murray, this is obviously his last chance. I mean, on a new team, minimum contract with the quarterback reviver. I'm gonna say Kevin O'Connell. This is his last chance. If he can't succeed with Justin Jefferson, he needs to go back to baseball. Lamar Jackson, second best quarterback in the league. He's been taking a ton of disrespect. His Matter rating and the players have been disrespecting him. There is no reason Lamar's 20 spots under Joe Burrow in the top 100. That's just laughable. Joe Burrow's never been better than Lamar Jackson. Malik Willis, his whole career is basically like 7 games. People ignore his rookie year. Basically, his last 7 appearances is what people go off of. It's not his last chance because this is his first chance. Uh, I think he's bridge. I don't think Malik Willis is that good, to be honest. He could easily prove me wrong, but in this offense, he's gonna look bad. It's gonna hard to make a quarterback who's never really played look good in an offense that bad with no receivers. Really, just Devon Achane there. They have a decent offensive line with Brewer, but Matthew Stafford, he's obviously elite. Obviously, franchise quarterback. Well, he's obviously a franchise quarterback, but he's not gonna be there for too long, so you can't really say franchise quarterback. He's going to be the quarterback in the Rams till he retires, but they got to look for someone else and quick. Michael Penix, this is his last chance, honestly. I mean, there's too much injury concern, and he's not good enough to overlook the injury concern. He had a partially torn ACL last year. I mean, it's about over for him, but he could very well get his job back because Tua sucks. He's not on this list, but Tua would also be in last chance. He's terrible. Patrick Mahomes, he's obviously elite. He's overrated. He's overrated, though, in my opinion. People still think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. This isn't 2022 anymore, dude. Patrick Mahomes is still elite, don't get me wrong, but for the last 3 seasons, he's gotten worse. Yes, last year he got better with his legs, but he had, like, damn near a career low completion percentage, if I'm right. Very turnover prone last year. He was good in fantasy. That's just because he was using his legs more. Mahomes is a capable runner, but coming off the ACL tear, I don't expect him to continue to stay a capable runner. He has Kenneth Walker in that backfield now. He has Rashee Rice. He has more weapons. Here's what I've been waiting for. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. He is probably the most overrated quarterback in the league. I'm throwing him down here. He's not... I mean, it's crazy to say that he's not the franchise quarterback because they just won the Super Bowl, but he is insanely overrated in my opinion. I mean, he threw like 12 picks to 26 touchdowns, I want to say. He got hot in the playoffs, don't get it twisted. They blew out the Niners. He played his best game of the year against the Rams, which is where he had to play his best game because that was the Super Bowl. Everybody knew Rams Seahawks was the Super Bowl. And then he played good enough to win against New England, who wasn't ready to play. Sam Darnold, he has to prove to me that he can put up good stats because he was low-key getting carried by his defense and Kenneth Walker in the playoffs. Shedeur Sanders, really bad last year. He obviously has the hype around him. I don't think he's going to win the quarterback battle. Do we say ass or good backup? We'll throw him an ass. Trevor Lawrence, I'm gonna throw him a good quarterback because he's really only shown us like one MVP caliber year. He had that moment in 2022, that comeback. Then they almost beat the Chiefs, I believe, but he's really shown us one good and that was only a half of last year. He was only good in the second half. Yes, he got adjusted to his coach in the second half, but he's really only shown us like one elite half of a football season. If he does it again, he'll obviously get bumped up. He might be a top 10 quarterback if he does it for a full season. Tyler Shuck, I think he was better than Jackson Dart and Cam Ward. He was really impressive last year. And now they add Jordan Tyson to that offense, Travis Achan. He could be in for a really good 27-year-old season or whatever he is. Mac Jones, he's a good backup. I haven't heard much great things about him in training camp. I heard he's been garbage in training camp. But I mean, last year he showed that in the Kyle Shanahan system, literally anybody can play quarterback. His career was dead ass over until until he his career was over until that little stretch where Purdy got hurt and he was actually playing decent. And people were actually saying that he was better than Brock Purdy. I know that's ridiculous, but that's what niggas were saying. Snoop Huntley, he was actually pretty. He's not a bad backup at all. I mean, I in the Packers game, he was actually pretty good when he got them the win in Lambeau. He was pretty good. He was pretty good when he played in general, but yeah, he's just a good backup. Pro Bowl Snoop Huntley, by the way. Kirk Cousins, I would have thrown him an ass, but he kind of revived his career a little bit at the end. He played decent ball. He gave Kyle Pitts his best game ever, so you got to give credit where it's due there. But Kirk Cousins is just a bridge quarterback. Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is obviously a good backup. The reason Kirk Cousins is above these three is because he's starting. He's projected to start this year, and I just think he's better than all three of these guys. Joe Flacco. I mean, last year he was decent with the Bengals. Um, Traded midway through the year from the Browns to the Bengals. He was lining up Jamar Chase. He was lining up T. Higgins. So I mean, he got traded into a good system, but he's obviously no Joe Burrow. I don't think he's really better than any of these guys. I mean, like if you put Jacoby Brissett on the Bengals offense, they probably would have made the playoffs. So Joe Flacco is washed, but I mean he's our unk, so it's Joe. And that is the end of the list, guys. Do I want to make any changes? What changes need to be made? I like this top five. Dak number 6. Do I throw Goff in elite because he's been really good the last like 3 years. I'll throw Goff in elite. I mean he's been too good. May Herbert Purdy. We might have to move, but who would I move Purdy down for? Purdy really impressed me at the end of last year, and I knocked down Trevor Lawrence for only having one good half, but Purdy also took his teams to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Um, yeah, I don't think Caleb's ready to go above Purdy. I don't think Love is ready. Hurts needs to prove himself again. Yeah, no, I like this list. Yeah, yeah. All right, so this is the finalized list. If you enjoyed this video, like and sub, and I'll see y'all in the next video.